I'm Tasos Zachos, I'm the editor-in-chief of Fortune, and it's nice to meet you. I heard you before, and I would like to ask you that PMI is in a smoke-free journey for about 10 years now, investing a lot of money on R&D. And you say that harm reduction is the essence behind your new smoke-free products. But some regulators, scientists, and consumers are not still convinced yet. So how do you think your voice is going to be heard louder, if I can say this?
Well, we're just very transparent in the sharing our science. Every new research we conduct, being a clinical study or any other scientific events, we try to make it available, scrutinized by other scientists. We actually invite the dialogue and a review of our science, but also we providing all the evidence to the regulators wherever they exist and they are willing to read through our findings, like American Food and Drug Administration and some other similar organizations.
But you said before on the stage that your goal is to have a ban on cigarettes the next 10 years. I think it's an ambition goal. Is it really possible for start?
Yeah, we all have to have dreams and aspirations, but once you spell out the dreams, spell out your aspirations, then you allocate the resources, and I believe everything can be achieved. So this was exactly what we mean while saying that we can see a world without the cigarettes 10 years from now. Is it 8 or 12? This is not really the point. The point is it is not 50 years from now. It is shorter than we think.
But many analysts say that PMI is turning its back to its more profitable products because smoking is not so popular anymore.
But I believe that if the product is better, and that product is vastly better from a consumer perspective, if you reduce the exposure to harmful chemicals by 95%, I believe ultimately you're building much better business than you had before. And we demonstrated, with 7 years since the commercialization of that product, company generates the returns. We continue paying the dividends while investing, to date, almost $9 billion, which were invested behind the science technology of these products, while the shareholders were enjoying, in my opinion, a very good the returns.
You spoke about the magic of technology, and I would like to ask you, in these times of uncertainty, is there a room for sustainability in your strategy?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I believe, going from a combustible cigarettes as we know them to the new products is the proof, that we're building a more sustainable business that, is based on the product which doesn't generate that degree of the harm as the previous product. Obviously, the product is not the risk-free, but it's vastly better. Second, we also take a sustainability very seriously from all other aspects of our business. Even speaking here on the territory of Greece.
And also sustainability is at the strategy of Papastratos here in Greece.
Absolutely.
At the core.
We just had a conversation even today with the managing director of Papastratos, what else we can do in Greece in order to start solving the problem of recurring fires. So, on the one hand, yes, we're investing in a factory, we're investing in a people, but we spent half a journey from Athens to here talking about, should we invest more into reforestation? Should we invest into something which will serve the society, also us, because we want to stay here for a longer term.
There are many stakeholders, as we can say. You are recently appointed as CEO. I would like to ask you, what is the motivation, what motivates you? Because you are the CEO of a big international tobacco company.
I think the motivation maybe comes from, who I am, in a sense that I'm a very curious person, a very impatient but curious person. And if somebody would tell me that after 30 years with Philip Morris, I'll still find the excitement of discovering new things at this stage of your career, some years ago I would say, forget it, it will never happen. Actually, it happens. So, it keeps you motivated every morning to go because you know that the vision is perfect. The strategy is absolutely great, but every day you're learning. We're learning why smokers, despite the fact that they know about the risk of smoking, still find it difficult to adopt the new product. So we need to improve the products. We need to improve the communication. Why some regulators don't believe us, right? They're taking a science almost like a religion. I mean,
the role of communication is very important to your transition, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, the more of the communication, it prompts you to be more transparent. And look, we also have to be very humble and listen to our stakeholders. I mean, some people quite rightly are worried about the problem of taking up a nicotine product by underage people. We need to listen to them and have a very clear position. This is not our objective. Some people are worried about the people who have successfully quit smoking and they can now adopt this product. And we're also very clear in our communications, this is not the product for those people. I believe if you create a platform for the dialogue, well, all of the stakeholders can voice their concerns and you can find a common ground and find the solution.
Nice. To close our discussion, you mentioned before also that tomorrow is not going to be the same as yesterday. And the truth is that the business leader has faced a lot of challenges the last 2 years. Let me mention the pandemic, fiscal problems, social disruption, and now the war in Ukraine. Do you believe that there are some leadership lessons for the business leaders?
Yeah, the lesson number one is that don't dream that tomorrow will be the same as yesterday.
Okay.
This was proven and you have to just adopt it.
You
might have an impact how the tomorrow may look like. You can't change the past, or you can focus on how tomorrow may look like. Here's the sustainability again. Okay, if you want to live in the world which is more sustainable in all aspects of sustainability, okay, you have to go and do something about this whole thing. Natural human being tendencies, we don't want change, right? We want the ritual repetition.
So we need to be more agile.
You have to push yourself, okay? Don't complain about the existing environment that we don't like it, but this is what it is. Okay, what we're gonna do about it? How we can prevent some of these things from happening in the future? How we can make sure that the next crisis, being pandemic or whatever, we're gonna be better prepared. But don't complain and don't think it will never happen again. The things are happening.
Let's hope the future is going to be more bright. Thank you very much for the discussion.
I think the optimistic people have a more happy life.